Child beauty pageants. They first became as an attempt to boost tourism in the United States in the 1960s. It is now a $5 billion industry with divided beliefs. Exploitation or merely an extracurricular activity for 0 to 17-year-olds. The recent television show Toddlers and Tiaras was first aired on January 27, 2009, and has made millions aware of this new phenomenon we call pageants. It shows just how much effort is involved to transform a child into a real-life doll that is considered the perfect woman. Here are some snippets from the newly popular and controversial show, Toddlers and Tiaras.
My name's Mackenzie, and I'm 4 years old. Dad, get that out of here.
Putting nails on Mackenzie was like putting nails on a Tasmanian devil. Big smile.
Oh, cute!
Look at the camera. Here I am doing it.
Her hobbies are singing, dancing, playing dress-up, and spending time with family and friends. Thank you, Mackenzie.
Is giving children hundreds of dollars for the one that can look most like the idealistic female really a good step for society? These pageants reinforce the collective identity of females in our society, that you are not a true female unless you adhere to these certain qualities. In turn, they also reinforce men's stereotypes through binary opposition. Anyone found outside these boundaries of the perfect female or male is then seen as different and known as the other, and marginalized because they are rejecting from what society says their identity should be. This difference between the dominant identity and the other is the zone of difference, which, in the case of women's identity, is constantly being strengthened by the media and television shows like this. The dominant ideas and characteristics of female, both in the past and today's beliefs, have shaped the ideas behind beauty pageants, where it is women merely being trophies and should focus on conforming to their society constructions, or going in another direction with the sexualized version of women today as being more valued. These beauty pageants, especially now that they are widely mediated, have created the idea that if a girl does not tan, have long hair, fake nails, or any other characteristics these show constantly bombard viewers with, that girl is different and simply not a real girl. We now ask common day individuals their beliefs on child beauty pageants.
And what are your beliefs about child beauty pageants?
Oh dude, those things are so messed up. I mean, like, any kid that's like walking around dressed like a teenage girl or something is just kind of creepy, you know? Just not right, yeah.
Well, I think they're a good self-esteem builder, and anyone who says otherwise, their child is just ugly.
Yeah, I don't really know, right? Like, those things are just a bit different, yeah. Can't really say yeah or no on that one.
Are things like beauty pageants damaging for our children and their future beliefs? How can we ensure that they do not grow up with the single beliefs that this is what women and this is what men do? We asked child expert Dr. Cindy Bleach her ideas on teaching children about difference and dominance according to gender.
Thank you for having me here today, Dr. Phil. Well, firstly, children need to identify what society says about gender, and then they can understand that a lot of things today challenge this. I would be focusing on early primary school, probably years 1 to 3, as they are aware of gender roles already, but they can still easily be moulded and taught about difference, rather than older grades that have internalized gender stereotypes over many years of schooling. The first thing a teacher could do is allow the children to go into small groups and create mind maps of what they believe a woman or a man is like. Creating these groups with a mixture of boys and girls would be probably most effective, so they can both see each side of the binary opposition. This will produce a lot of gender stereotypes that the teacher will now have to challenge. A teacher could then split the whiteboard into two sectors. The first one would be the dominant views on women, if we were just doing women for this occasion, and then the second side would be identities challenging this. You would work on the dominant side first, but you would label it something easier for the children to comprehend, such as what do women like and look like. This would produce answers such as, they have long hair, they're mothers, they're maybe a nurse, maybe. And you would then work on the flip side of this and say, instead of identities challenging this, you would say, what do girls do that normal girls don't do? And you could assist them with pictures of women that don't fit stereotypes, like short hair or female wrestlers, and preferably famous people would be the best for this situation, so the children can relate more and understand that difference is just that, difference. It doesn't mean you're deficient in any way, because these famous people have obviously made it with these stereotypes they don't fit. You could then have guest speakers to also enhance this activity with like jobs that don't fit stereotypes, such as male nurses or women firefighters. There's a lot you could do with that. And then these people could just discuss why they enjoy the job and probably the limitations they may have, strictly because of what society says about their gender. The teacher could then show a range of videos featuring both real and fake women. By this I mean we could see a number of commercials, movies and other forms of media where women and males are portrayed unrealistically. Commercials from the 90s might be the best, because it's still, inequality was back then and it would portray it a lot more subtly. And such as when women are happily cleaning the houses with high heels and pretty dresses on. The children obviously know that this would not occur, especially with their mothers at home not wearing it, most likely anyway. After showing the students numerous videos of this, you could get them like a survey-like context to rate each video as fake or stereotyped represented, and rate this person as a real person. They can then get a sense of how the media in a sense lies to us with its portrayal of gender. Another activity related to real and fake could be collages made up of different collages, for one of real and one of fake. A collage of girls that are shown with all the features of a stereotype are put in one collage, with any girls with differences, like short hair, that's an easy one, are put on another one. The children can then see the media uses a lot of the same reoccurring stereotypes within their magazines, and that they'll know that these aren't really the real representation of real life. Getting the children to pick a collage that best reflects them will also show them that they don't look like these stereotypes most of the time, and they will relate a lot more better with the real videos or real collages. Well, all of these activities should help children eventually understand the difference and dominance of society today, and especially in the role of gender. Thank you for having me on your show, Dr. Phil, and I hope to be back soon.
So although beauty pageants may have some intrinsic and extrinsic values, for some mothers and their children it is shows and events such as this that reinforce dominance and exclude anything different. It is crucial for parents and teachers to create numerous ways for teaching today's children that difference is merely that, difference, and it does not mean something is lesser or deficient. In the case of gender, we must learn that there is not just one idealistic figure created by the media, but we are all individuals with multiple differences.